Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you here. It is midday money on Sunday, the 28th of January. Welcome on into the show. Mr. Sean Higgs in the Twitter world. Come give me a follow on Twitter. Why wouldn't you? Also, hit the like button here. Sean Higgs, Winner Free Picks YouTube channel. Come check them both out. Again, costs you nothing to follow somebody, or me in particular. So come on over. Say hello to me on the channels. I'll put the free picks up in the comments section, as I always do. We'll say hello in the comments section with the free picks are posted. I'm going to tweet them out in the X world. All hunky-dory there. And we'll put them up here in the chat. There we go. Nice freeze. What's going on with the little morning freeze here? And I wasn't trying to get an extra 30 seconds out of you to write down the picks that we have in the chat. It just happened that way. All right, we'll get to the stuff. Let's start out. Well, you know what? So this is a weird day for me. So it's my dad's birthday, and he just died last year. So this is like a odd day. I don't know what to really say to my mom. We'll see her later. I don't know. How do you treat that as a first time birthday, as a death of a parent, or for any kind of loved one? Oh, it's an odd day for me. I'm just throwing that out there. Not that you care, but I share a lot with you. So there you go. You got that. So it's just I don't know what to say. Like the anniversary was in May. Like he died in March. Anniversary was in May. Yeah, I didn't say nothing. We get some laughs. Anyway, that's my life. I share it with you because I do videos 7 days a week, multiple times a day, multiple channels. I got pub sports coming up. I'm doing the pub sports again today. And yeah, why wouldn't I go over there to say, hey, you want some NFL? I'm number one on the Pub Sports Pub Hub NFL Pub Hub show with NFL. Let's just get to the recap here. What are we at? 3 minutes in. I gave you a little life update. I gave you where I'll be later on today. How about 113 and 90 for not a bad 55% run. We'll take it. We will take that. People laugh at 54.5, 55%. I don't understand. It makes money. So yesterday in the video, we go 10 and 8. That's a winner, a small winner, albeit with college basketball. A couple doggies outright. I did miss. I was going through my other sheet here. And again, I mentioned, it's like, oh, you forget a winner and a loser. Like I was like, oh, Cal Poly I forgot to put out. But then there was an Alabama A&M I think would have been a loser. But some winners, some losers. It is what it is. Let's end the week a winner here with some college basketball. Of course, NFL is going to win. We got no problem with that. College hoops, same game as last night. Rutgers 10.5, Fairfield over 156, Monroe +6. Again, these were last night's line. I guess I could do a quick little Marcos minute here with the rest of these college basketball games. Tell you what I feel with these. Of course, I'm going to lean IUPUI early. Maybe a under in the UConn game. Kanishi's at home. North Texas looks like a play there. The line has come down. Rutgers is here in the chat. I said last night I liked Robert Morris. Maybe a little Texas State. Northern Kentucky. There's Monroe. I would lean probably Manhattan Jaspers because it's just a big dog. The Fairfield over's out here. Sienna's terrible, so of course I look at Sienna. I mean, the line's actually gone up with this on the road here with Sienna. That's just crazy. 7-9. I mean, holy cow! The Saints, they need a little godly intervention. I do like the smooth to beat up on Wichita. UAB at home. Sorry, Earls. I would lean Temple. And I like New Mexico to roll there. So there's that with the college basketball total rundown for our guy, Marcos Minute. Now we'll do the back to the NFL, or excuse me, NBA. Suns minus 125 here. Square play, I don't mind. I'm going with a team that's hot. They're playing better ball right now. It's just that simple. Did I bet this game? No, I didn't bet this game. I bet NBA in a couple days. 25 and 21 plus 265 in the NBA on the video here. Didn't bet this game. And NFL, Ravens over 44.5, Lions first half over 24.5 versus the San Francisco 49ers there. And there is a load of props. And again, Sean Haig's YouTube, they're all posted there, all these player props. I'm going to run through them, and it'll be a little bit, and it'll take us probably to the 10-minute mark, but it is what it is. We'll start Kansas City. No great over. If there's no number posted after, we see no great over 10 yards, 10 or more here. It's receiving yards, 20 or more. It's plus 130. If I didn't put a number next to it, it's a basic 110. There's nothing. There's no crazy ones here. It's not like these are 130s, 180s, crazy. No. The pluses are there. If it was a minus 130, I would have put a minus 130. Nothing is like that. Or it wasn't like that when I posted these a couple days ago. So I doubt there's been drastic change. Over 10 yards and over 20 yards is plus 130. Rice over 61 receiving yards and anytime TD plus 150. Baltimore, team total over 24.5. First half team total over 12.5. I'm really heavy on this 12.5 first half. It's probably one of my favorite bets of the day. And anytime TD is Lamar. He's minus 112. Hill was 250, likely 3-1. Mark Andrews under receiving yards. I went last night, talked about. No matter, he's back in the mix. Sure, we're going to really go and just pound him if he hasn't played in a couple months. I don't see it. Flowers over 42.5 receiving yards, likely over 20.5 receiving yards. Hill's over rushing 33.5, and Lamar over his rushing 67.5. Unlike last week where we picked up an insane amount of units and nearly like, if you rolled the Lamar rush prop, I don't care how bad you were down this season. I shouldn't say how bad because we got a lot of wackos who don't know how to bet and have losing NFL seasons on side and totals. I'm not one of those guys, but there are people who do that. You should have and not that I told you to go and double up on all these things, go crazy, but at 2-1, 3-1, 4-1, and plus 630, yeah, you should have made money to chop into any kind of deficit you would have had last week. Kittle over 63.5 receiving yards, only 9 prop. No TD props here. I just didn't really love anything in the TD props. There's a couple guys. I mean, I'm not just throwing TD props out there, but like, oh, I got a TD prop for you guys in the chat. No, I mean, if I like it, I like it. This is what I like. I'm going to try to crush all these. I'm not trying to hit one for a plus 145 TD prop or whatever they are. Detroit run game. I think it's going to the Detroit attack will rely heavily on these two guys. Gibbs over 3.5 receptions, 24.5 receiving yards, over 9.5 carries, 49.5 rushing yards. Montgomery over 1.5 receptions and 5.5 receiving yards, 10.5 carries and 43.5 receiving yards or rushing yards. Excuse me. So I'm going carries over everything. So we're gonna take care of this. You know what? His rush yards didn't. Oh, there it is. 43.5. I'm sorry. 10.5 carries, 43.5 rush yards. So each running back, well, not each, but Gibbs and Monty on Detroit. Receptions, carries, both over. Receiving yards, rushing yards, both over. And that's it. Let's go to comment time. Say hello for the comment people. See how they are doing here. T-Money's in the house. UCLA, Clippers, Lakers. D-Lo plus 25 points, plus 280. winner. UCLA was a nice one like that. Lakers never in doubt. The the fix is in with LeBron and Lakers taking 90. What did they take? 45 free throws. T Money. If if the Warriors got outshot them 50-10 at the line or whatever it was, holy cow! Again, two has been team, two washed up players, borderline Hall of Famers, and Curry and LeBron going at it. I get it. They have to make it look good. Sam Reinert. Oh, T Money says Lions money line plus 310. Loser. Chiefs money line. Loser over 9.5 yards for Gray. Winner. Zay Flowers touchdown. I can agree with. Isaiah Likely anytime touchdown. I can agree with. Just to name a few nuggets. Yeah, really, they're real nuggets going out on them. There's two football games. You got both games. How's that a nugget? T Money. Come on. A nugget sticking deep and coming in today and saying Robert Morris over their team total. That would be a nugget. As I mentioned, speaking of the props here that T Money has, there's the Sean Higgs YouTube. Follow it. It is posted in the community. All the props. I put in here. It'll be 15, 24 windows coming up. So, Mr. Hill's in the house. We got some college basketball from Demond. What do we got here? Niagara. Let's look at Niagara. I did do the Marcos Minute for my guy, for him in Canada and Miss Danica. We did the Marcos Minute. Laying is this one still a 9.5 here? We still laying 9.5? Seems to be. Maybe a point different. I mean, I don't hate it. I'm just going to take points in a game like that. But I understand the Jaspers have been terrible. Oh, and St. Pete Peacocks. This line against 7-9. I think the 9.5 is too many here. Can I get 10 with Sienna, or is it still 9.5s? Look at this: 7.5, 8.5, 9.5. Just keeps going, and it's like the Energizer Bunny. Purdue. It's look at this. We got Niagara minus 9.5, St. Pete's minus 9.5, and Purdue minus a 10 spot. What could possibly go wrong here? Taking every single fave at a double-digit price, basically. Holy cow! And OKC versus Detroit City. How about an over? Again, a double-digit fave on the road, even in the NBA. Something I want to avoid. Definitely want to avoid that. OKC, let's see. Third road game. Is this not a back-to-back? Third and 4 nights on the road for them. Detroit's in off another loss, but they got 2 wins in their last 10. Not too bad. Playing competitive ball. I'm going to say take the points here. T-Money's coming in smashing the like button. I appreciate it. Chiefs game under, Lions game over. So I could reverse those. And it's just based on the Chiefs' defense. The Chiefs have a defense. I could see, but on the same token, here we go. I do have, you see them coming here, over 44.5. Right? I got that in. Well, hold on. Let me pull up the other banner here. Chiefs over 44.5. I mean, let me get back to the comment here where he said the over. I could see the under in that game with the defense. Absolutely. Now, I still have a Mahomes offense. Again, you played Dolphins, who didn't look like they wanted to play, a banged up Bills team, and I had the under in that game. I had the under in both of these games. I had to go opposite of my thinking in this one, though, here. I think we see points, just because I do not think they slow down Baltimore. I think Baltimore puts up some points. And Casey's going to get a few points themselves. Lions game over. This one, again, as you saw, I have a lot of Detroit running back props here. Milk the clock, shorten the game. That would be and I have a first half over, yes. That being said, conservative Shanahan shows up and slows this thing down to a crawl. Just says I'm still a bit PO'd about the NBA rigged game on LeBron last second free throws. Rigged game. Niners receivers over yardage. That could be a ladder for sure. You want to go somewhere like that? I don't hate it. The Lions secondary is not that good. You know. T-Money says, lean on the Suns. It'll be a blizzard in Texas. What? Dean on the Suns? Sean on the Suns. Oh, I'm Dean. I'm like, who's Dean? I thought that was a lean. But then it's like, yes, I am taking the Suns. T-Money. Right? It is a wacky one when I come in on the Suns or the Lakers or the Warriors for sure. For sure. Jake said has to agree with Lions over, but I'm leaning under in Baltimore. North Ender, good to see Orlando Magic win today. I will not be shocked. Right? I mean, yeah, I like the Suns. I didn't bet the Suns. I didn't put money on the Suns, but I do a free pick show. People want picks on every single game. I try to find something I like. And this one last night, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, you lose 7 of 9 like the Magic have. I don't want to bet on a team like that. And I have Phoenix off a loss where they blew a lead, but had won, 7 in a row before that loss? 6 in a row? I'll go with a team playing a little better and a pick 'em. I'll do it. Again, did I bet it? No. I come in, I say what I bet, what I haven't bet. I try to put out games, but it is tough because I don't want to just put losers up just to do it. Niners by double digits, says Jake. Has this line moved up a bit here? Let's get a little live action here on this Niner game. And we'll talk about the live line on the Ravens too. Is this still I see a 5 at Circa. I see a 3.5 at Caesars. I see 4 and 4.5s everywhere else. This is where you got to shop. This is where you need multiple books, people. Multiple books. Get your stuff done. 7.5s popping up. And 52.5s. That over looks like looks like the nice weather is in play. T-Money says, do something with the family. Have a good day. I can feel you. But, it's love here. I'll annoy you with the Chiefs. Just later mess with you. Listen. I think my wife and mom are going to go shopping today. And I'm going to put some chicken on the smoker. Tyreek, top of the morning, man. Where you been, fella? Yep. But 77 today? 78? Jesse. Say what you think, what you feel. Authenticity is always received. Yeah, it's just one of those days, Jesse. I gotta get it out there, I don't know. King D's in the house. Welcome. We do care. All you can do is think about the good times. All right, Kev, that's basically what I try to do. That's all I can do. Player Prop King. Here we go. He changed his name, the Shout Out King. Changing his name to Player Prop King. I love it. I looked for your YouTube because Player Prop. Someone messaged me. He was asking about props, and I was like, you know what? I need to find. I said I have a guy Shout Out King. Look for on YouTube. I looked for you. I couldn't find you, but now I have to say, are you on Twitter? Player Prop. Send me a message on Twitter so I could send your information to this other guy looking for player props. Because I said you come into the show every day. Stars are predicting Super Bowl matchups already. Yeah, I saw that. I saw the Niners and Ravens cookie cakes are out already. Circa's Baltimore minus 5. I mean, it's getting pretty obvious Ravens take care of business. I know. I mean, Circa has a 5. I mean, but again, the Circa's a spot where you got a lot of, sharp action, take bigger bets. So if all these bigger numbers are coming in, they're going to move it because they got to get a little something on the other side, I think. Right? That is my understanding from them, from what I've seen on Twitter. I mean, Caesars has a 3.5. Now, you should have a 3.5 already because that's what it opened at. I mean, you should have a 3. Let's be honest. If you don't have Baltimore minus 3, what can I tell you? You are late to the game. And this is why when I do look ahead lines on a Sunday night in NFL, you have to, at least me, I say, read the tea leaves a little bit, how you think games are going to go. And I'm not going to lie. People have been here long enough. You're going to know I'm better than 60%. Without a doubt, with look at lines on the games. I told you here, grab this one. Hi. Hi, it's 3, and people still love the Chiefs. It was 3 on an opener. 3 on an opener. Niners 6.5. USC stinks backstage set too. I was feeling for you backstage set too with that game. It was just one of those spots, and I mentioned yesterday before you didn't come in yesterday, and I was like, well, I know somebody mentioned this game on Tuesday for Saturday. I said, but UCLA, as bad as they had played, after that shellacking in Oregon, or Utah, I came back and I faded them against Washington. The line went from 3-1. I'm like, I'm in trouble here. They won that. They've won a couple of competitive, even in the losses. It was like you'd think after getting smoked, they'd be like, whatever to the season. It's terrible. The quit would be in we're gonna transfer. Couple wins, a tough close loss. Let's be honest, UCLA still has NBA talent. Um, that was just a weird line. Player prop quick. Wonderful day yesterday. 3-0 NBA and hockey. Rest of the day, 6 out of 8. Not bad. 6 out of 8. This guy's can play in the 6 and 8 on player props. Ravens money line parlay over 19 completions. Backstage, was it you when I went in through? We went through the Lamar numbers. Like 19 looks like it's a low number. He doesn't really hit it. I mean, he's going over this. It's because they're putting up 40 points. Devin Booker under 30.5 points minus 115 today for the Suns. I don't hate that one. Backstage says Ravens money line parlay with Detroit is plus 450. Well, that's because you're giving money away. Biggest trap parlay of the week: Baltimore Niners at even money, possibly. Here's the thing with that though: if you think that's the case, then you just do a opposite of that. Take the other guy, take the other way, take your Lions and Chiefs parlay at plus money. If you put a hundo down on this, right? If you think one of the dogs is going to win, do Baltimore and the Lions, do Baltimore and the Niners together, and you're set. Like one, if you think one is going to win more than the other, me personally, if I'm doing one, I'd have to lean more KC because they have a Hall of Fame coach, a Hall of Fame quarterback, and they've been here before. 6 straight conference championship games, Super Bowl winners. Where Detroit, I got a quarterback who this team is familiar with from his time in the NFC West. I have a defense that's familiar with his strengths and his weaknesses. And I have a head coach in Detroit who, I don't know, could make a questionable play. Pub is on, yes. I will be on Pub. I believe my time today on Pub Hub is at 1:30. So 1:30 Eastern on the Pub channel. I will be doing some games today. Take Ravens and Lions plus 10.5 in your parlay, and Ravens and Lions plus 7.5. Michael B is in the house. Welcome. College basketball this morning. Rutgers at the rack plus 10.5. Money line them up. UAB and Fairfield. I kind of like the UAB money line. I enjoy the low risk, high reward there against Purdue. A nugget is those plus 500s that drop every week. Yeah. You're definitely nuggets are. Hey, let's go to the Turkish soccer league and bet a cat to score 2 goals. Absolutely. Both fans are not winning. You know better than that. It's easy to say that, but I just look at it. I mean, I'm not going to take. If that's the case, take both dogs money line and have a day. Be a monster day when you're getting a 7 and a 5-point dog money lines. I did take plus money anytime touchdown on Lamar and Kelsey. There you go. It's plus money. Fanatical Jim, sorry if I missed Sean, but what's your thoughts on Lamar ladder again? Not a ladder play on Lamar today, Fanatical Jim. Not a ladder play. I do like his over 67.5. So I have a bunch of player props. I'm not sure which channel you're watching on. If you're on Sean Higgs or Winning Free Picks. On the Sean Higgs, I have all of the player props posted in the community section. So if you want to check those out. There's way if I put all the props in here, it'll be like 24 windows or more, and it'll just really log up my chat scroll because I'm trying to keep the show a little kind of shorter because we got live shows today. Um, I'm doing. Michael Lee says NFL. You already know Ravens -3, double result +110. Niners 6.5 got a bad number with the under 51.5. That's all right. I know it went up. I still could see that game going under 51.5. I think and again I have over first half here, right? I think we see some points early. I won't be shocked at a 17-14, 17-13, 14-10 kind of first half points on the board. But I think the second half will slow down. Shanahan does what he does, and that's going to be we'll run the ball. Campbell, because my thinking of why the Niners win is because they're going to be able to take care of Goff and they know his stuff, and that's why we rely more on the run. Like you don't want San Fran on the field, the offense. Milk the clock, and that'll be more prevalent in the second half. Player prop king Booker coming off a big 62-point night. And just like last night, we took the under for Luka after 73. We're not doing the same for Booker. I like that. I like that look there, player prop. Good thinking. Good thinking. Good thinking. Kevin says, Higgs, who will fold today in the NFL? Who's folding up? Well, I'll tell you, I think the homies take care of business, but KC is the team of the two I think is more dangerous because you have a coach and a quarterback, which are excellent. And the Lions just scare me because, yeah, it's a carefree bunch. Look at us go. They were the trendy pick back in August, but the head coach scares me, man. I mean, that's the scary part with that guy. Backstage says, finally, Ravens Alliance money line plus 450. Backstage. I was waiting for the thank me later to come up from somebody. Backstage. Tattoo. I always want to say backdoor tattoo. I do. It's in my head. All right. So BLT and Detroit plus 450. Thank me later. The thank me later is done. Lauren's in the house. Good day, Sean. Today I'm on Quinny money line. Let's go little Bobcats, Quinnies. We have made a little money on Quinny here. This game here, I don't know. It looks, and I hate when I say things look too easy. I kind of like the over. Speaking of easy, I mean, Fairfield's been on a crazy overrun, so maybe that's easy play. Maybe I should have just took Fairfield here because people are going to bet Quinnipiac. And they're good. I mean, I can't say they're taking care of business in the AA MAC. FAU over. I don't hate that because I do think North Texas sticks with them. So over for sure. Lions 7.5. I got the first half over in this matchup here with this game. I mean, this was 6.5, 7.5. If you just follow the lines from opener to now, I mean, this would be worrisome for me. You got the best number, sure, but the fact that everybody loves the Lions and the line keeps going up should raise some concerns. Memphis in the NBA over 229. Again, so this line has come down, it looks like here, huh? Who is out? Do we have guys out here on this? We're missing people here. This line opened at a 236. 236. Down to a 229. I mean, the only good thing is, Lauren, is that you're getting 7 points of value from the opener. I guess that's good. But who is out? Who is out for a 7-point line drop on the total? Embiid sitting out. Yeah, well, Kev, I joke around and I say NBA no betting allowed during the regular season, and I'm having a winning season here in the chat. We are, well, we meaning me and the chat. That's what I'll say. We 25-21 plus 265 with NBA, and on the sites, I'm not a too shabby 21-14. On when I said 21-15, 58% with my NBA overall on the games I've actually bet in the NBA for the year. But this is the reason why. I do a show at noon. I do a show at midnight. I can't come in with huge, great leans and thoughts on games I don't know who's playing. It's terrible. April, all right. Last year we had a losing season going into in the video going into the playoffs in April. Yeah, we ended up having a winning season. North Ender looks like an easy bounce back for the Suns. Open 1.5. All cash tickets on Suns. Line dropped to -1. Line was already fishy low. Yeah, well, I mean, again, North Ender, I said that here last night, and I say it again today. I'm going with the team here. People are going to ask for an NBA pick. Out of all the games on the board, this would be the one. Again, the Memphis line. If I would have grabbed the last night 233, I look like a genius. Even though we opened 236, now it's 228, 229. I'm going to Suns. Bad loss. They had one, whatever, 6 on before that, playing well. Orlando's kind of scuffling right now. I'm not looking at them. I don't want to bet a bad team. Now, do I want to bet a team with a short number in this? In all honesty, maybe I should have put the Pistons out here instead of the Suns, instead of taking that low hanging fruit. I should probably put the Pistons plus 12.5 in here. You better have a good sauce for the smoked wings. No. I'm not smoking wings today. This is just regular. I got two whole roasters. Split them up, hang them on a rack. No wings today. No wings. No wings for the game. Maybe Super Bowl will do that. The Truth in House Chiefs and the Niners he likes. I can't say no to either of those teams for you. Niners under. That one I like. Absolutely. Pound it's in the house. What are you saying, Anthony? The fix is in. Books begging for Chiefs. Ravens win by 1-2. I mean, there's fives out there. Man, crazy. Perky's in the house. Siggy. Spanked UConn Purdue. Parlay for a handful of coupons to get the winning juices long before football. I think it's the Chiefs today, boys. Roar. That's my little roar for you, Perky. So, UConn and Purdue, a couple top 5 teams. I totally get it. I'm a big UConn guy. I like the Huskies. I do like UConn. I think they're a very good team. The Purdue lines, it scares me a bit there. Rutgers, why do I feel like, although they're having a down year, going to put up a fight here, Purdue's got Northwestern up next. Little payback for them. But on the flip side, that's Purdue's won double digits on the road, a couple games as well. That one's a little trickier for me. Good luck on the parlay. I don't have anything invested in either of those games. No money in those college basketball games. One college basketball game I did bet, and it's not here in the chat. Bound, it says, I see you on Rutgers. I went away from the road facing there and Pound at Purdue -9.5. They're destroying everyone. They are. They've been killing teams on the road, right? Double with 20-point win Indiana, double-digit Maryland. Yes. But you do have the going back to the Northwestern loss on the road, the Nebraska loss on the road. Rutgers beat Nebraska. Not that when you A beats team B beats team C, but if they play that kind of game against Purdue, maybe they got a shot here. The road is different. It is a different little ball of wax. I'm getting 9.5, 10 points. I'd lean that way. Did I feel comfortable enough to bet it? No. I'm just throwing my thoughts out here for everybody. I did Chiefs plus 10.5 and Niners -1. Here's a little tease action from our guy, Bandit Sports Betting Cards. If you have any Joe Adell cards, huge Joe Adell fan right here. Anthony loves Joe Adell. MJ Melendez, monster fan. He's got a big bobblehead. He's got one of those things you put on the wall, those big giant stickers. Joe Adell, what are those called? Perky says, pound it. That's the way to go with the game. Good call. I brought them a couple points there. He says to tease them. Same game parlay, $25 free bet. Ravens money line, Lamar anytime touchdown. Kelsey over 63.5 yards. Scantling over 60.5 receivings. Flowers over 1.5. Plus 11 hundo. You know what though? You know what? Everything looks great in here except for that Scantling. That guy's going to be wide open and drop like a 33-yard pass and cost you that somehow. That's the scary part in that whole thing. Everything else is fine. Keep commenting. Prolong the show. UConn is sharp on it. Look at it. UConn is a good squad, man. They're good, and they got their kid, the one big guy back. I mean, the kid's back. They're playing well. Niners in a rout. Fairfield's first quarter, Quinney's second half. Uh, the line there just tells me it's Fairfield all game. I'm sorry. Is UConn up 40 to like 10 here? What is this score? Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. I did say I like the under to start the show with DeMarco's minute. 66-62 FAU. I agree. Take North Texas. Halliburton's out today. Makes sense. Reginald's coming in. Magic, Suns over. Yes. Memphis, UAB over. Yes. Temple, East Carolina over. I like the dog. I like the overs because I like Temple and I like UAB. I think they'll score points. That's why I like the overs in both of those games. Any storylines to look out for today? I mean, storyline. What are the storylines here? There are no storylines. Are we going to get a Ravens Niners Super Bowl rematch or a Kansas City Niners Super Bowl rematch, or is the Pistons? Pistons aren't going to Super Bowl or an NBA championship, or the Lions going to Super Bowl first time. I'm on Scantling. There we go. We got a little Scantling sighting here for Pounded Sports by Team Money. All right. So I will be wrapping this puppy up. If you haven't already, hit the like button for the channels. Winning Free Picks, Sean Higgs YouTube, Mr. Sean Higgs on Twitter, podcast forum. Type in wherever you can listen to your podcast. Midday Money. You can find this show and the Late Show. Late Night Money will be at midnight tonight. I will be jumping over on the pub channel. I'm #1 pub NFL handicapper this year over there, and I was even on all the shows. But you know this. You know we're pretty good in NFL, folks. You know that I'm pretty good. All right. Have a good day today. That's all. Have a good one. Rutgers, Fairfield over, Monroe, Suns, Ravens over, Lions first half, Niners over the 24.5. Peace.